Hello Internet, welcome to another episode of me playing on BattleSpot. I hope you're still enjoying, me using this team because it's, it's going quite well for us, I suppose. I'm still quite enjoying it. There are some things, again, I'm sure I'll probably say every time that I do sort of need to watch out for with this team, but I guess it's the same with any team. As we find Juan, I think that might be pronounced, from España, Spain, with a Lipard and a Xerneas. And Xerneas is one of those things that I do have to watch out for. This team is a little bit weak to Xerneas, and being weak to Xerneas is not a fun thing because, I'm sure you know why. The Groudon is special. Rayquaza drops to any fairy attack, and really, I've not got anything that can really hit Xerneas too hard, really. So it's always a bit of a problem for us. We do have to sort of dance around it. And the Lipard and Talonflame and Kangaskhan are going to make that a bit more difficult for us here as well. So I'm not really looking forward to this. This might be a bit tricky. I'm expecting he will go with Kangaskhan and not his Salamence. Although Salamence is good against Rayquaza still, but I'm just thinking I don't have any sort of fake out. So he might want to just go in straight in there with the fake out. So I don't know. I suppose he has got the Lipard as well. He could go Lipard Salamence maybe. This is not good. I'm not enjoying this. I think we'll go with Crobat and Rayquaza. I don't know, Groudon's alright here, I suppose. Yeah, let's go Crobat, Groudon, Rayquaza, and let's go with Smeargle again. I think Smeargle is just a bit more necessary to help deal with Xerneas that bit more. If you watched Monday's episode, a couple of days ago, then you'll see how Smeargle actually did help us quite a lot against the Xerneas, as long as you do get the moves right. So we see Lipard Xerneas straight out there. Okay. And we see oh, look at that, we see a Crobat and a Groudon as well. Right, well, I suppose he can just go for a fake out Geomancy, can't he? I mean, there's not really anything that I can do to stop that. So, apart from a Quick Guard, I can absolutely stop that, but I can't stop the Geomancy unless, oh wait, I have got Taunt on Crobat, so actually I can stop both of those plays, but yeah, maybe just the Taunt on the Xerneas is actually more important. So I am just going to go for the Taunt on the Xerneas and just try and Erupt. So I'm expecting a fake out and a Geomancy, I guess, but I don't know. You never really know. I mean, he could just not fake out. He might just taunt my Crobat straight away, just to stop me going for Tailwinds and my own taunts and all that sort of stuff. So okay, maybe he's going for a foul play then. Yeah, foul play, so Eruption's not going to do too much damage. And a Moonblast into the Groudon as well, I'm imagining. Okay. So, at least... Yeah, okay, so at least we don't get the special attack drop. At least we are breaking the Lipard sash there. Still doing over half to Lipard, which is quite nice, I suppose. He does need to, double into my Groudon again to knock it out, though. So, I'm going to Super Fang the Xerneas. Especially because he can't protect that slot. So whatever is happening, 50% is going down on that slot, or 30%, whatever half of his health is now. So that's quite nice. And he does foul play into the Crobat. Okay. And the Moonblast into the Crobat as well. Wow. Okay. Nice prediction. Doesn't really do too much damage. Crobat survives, but, nice read. Really nice read. He does threaten with Encore. He does just threaten with, a foul play and a Moonblast or a foul play and a Dazzling Gleam as well. And not really anything wants to switch in. So I'm going to go for a Quick Guard here. And I'm going to go for, did he have anything? He had Talonflame in the back, didn't he? I'm going to go for an Earth Power on the Xerneas, just because that can't protect. He might be going for an Encore here, but he's just as likely to go for a foul play. Okay, so we just go for an Encore. And he Dazzling Gleams, yeah, so he was targeting the Groudon there. Groudon should survive, and it does. And Crobat even survives as well, which is good. Hopefully this is Xerneas knocked out now, which it is. Don't think that critical hit mattered. But, you know, these first few turns have been a little bit ugly. He did make that nice read that one turn, but as long as I taunted the Xerneas, then I felt okay, because I think the biggest threat for my team is a Geomancy Xerneas. And like whatever, as long as you can stop the Geomancy, then you're going to be in a better position. Like his Groudon, I've got Rayquaza, which deals with Groudon. Maybe I've got his Salamence or Kangaskhan to worry about a little bit as well. So there is that. His Liepard might even try and Encore my Crobat into Quick Guard here as well. Yeah, I think he definitely might do that. But I think I'm going to Tailwind actually, and try and protect, and hope he doesn't Encore my Crobat. But I would be tempted, if I was the Liepard, I would be tempted to do that, and that's exactly what he has done. Yeah. So hopefully we're not seeing a substitute here. No, we see a Rock Slide. Okay, so yeah, all of a sudden we're in a little bit of a sticky situation. Not as sticky can be, but somewhat of a sticky situation. Just because I've got my Rayquaza here, I can Extreme Speed the Liepard, and my Groudon is max speed. So, you know, potential speed ties. If I win the speed tie, then I'm potentially knocking out his Groudon, because that is one of the boons of running Special Groudon. You do have a much better chance to one-shot other Groudon with Earth Power. Precipice Blades never knocks out Groudon, so you know, the Extreme Speed will make sure he can't Encore my Groudon into Protect as well. So maybe he'll let his Liepard go down and protect his Groudon here, and maybe bring Salamence in the next turn, which would be a bit of an issue for us. But no Protect from his Groudon. Maybe his Groudon is max speed as well then. His Liepard definitely goes down. Maybe he's just fishing for a Rock Slide. And that's exactly what he is doing. That's unfortunate. So that was a speed tie. And our Groudon doesn't take that. Oh dear. Okay, well, it's been a long time since we've had speed tie shenanigans. But I'm expecting a Salamence. Oh no, it is the Kangaskhan after all. I mean, the game isn't entirely over. These two can definitely work for us. But yeah, I'm just going to double protect here. If he power punches himself, then, you know, good for him. But basically, I'm hoping that a Draco Meteor, well, a Draco Meteor will knock his Groudon out because it is max speed. So on that turn, I'll go for a Follow Me with Smeargle. I'll lose Smeargle, he'll use Groudon. If he doesn't protect the Groudon. And then basically I'll need to hope that a Dragon Ascent will knock his Kangaskhan out in one hit, which it does have a chance to do. If it hasn't got any bulk, then I think, I don't know, like 81% chance, something like that, to happen. So the game is still in our hands, potentially, but especially now that is, you know, that bit closer to Dragon Ascent range, so I don't mind that. And actually, we get an evasion boost there. And actually, considering he just keeps going for a Rock Slide isn't going to knock my Rayquaza out here. So maybe, just because he did use the Fake Out on my Smeargle, I'm that bit more confident that it is in Dragon Ascent range. I'm just going to go straight for the Dragon Ascent onto the Kangaskhan and a Wide Guard, because that'll protect it from a Rock Slide. And I'm just that little bit worried about his Groudon going for a Protect on my Draco Meteor. If he goes for a Sucker Punch, which he doesn't, then you know, hopefully he does Rock Slide and the Wide Guard will stop that. Hopefully this Dragon Ascent does knock the Kangaskhan out then, which it doesn't. No. Oh, well, that's heartbreaking, isn't it? He does Rock Slide. Hopefully he's targeting the Smeargle with a return. No, she doesn't. So this game all came down to really that speed tie, I suppose. Yeah, there was a speed tie with the Groudons. If my Groudon won the speed tie, I would have knocked his Groudon out, and the game would have been over. Looking back at that play, that's frustrating. Maybe that was a really low roll. I think really that probably was a really low roll actually. I mean, it's probably got like 1 HP left or something. But I did that play just because I was a little bit more worried about his Groudon going for a Protect. I know that the Groudon would have gone down to a Draco Meteor, but not if he protected. So if I Draco Meteored into that slot and gone for a Follow Me, then I would have lost my Smeargle and I would have still had my Rayquaza, but against both of those. Because he used the Fake Out into the Spiky Shield, I was actually quite confident that the Dragon Ascent would knock his Kangaskhan out there. And just, I mean, he did go for the Rock Slide, but, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? There's a speed tie, and I have to say that is probably a low roll. So, you know, frustrating, but that's Pokemon, isn't it? That's, you know, I'd say that's VGC 16. I mean, there's speed ties in every format, but and it does feel like it's been a while since I've had a speed tie sort of, you know, a little speed tie war going on. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's just carry on and look for another game. We've been doing all right with this team, actually. You know, we're 12-2 essentially. I don't know, honestly, I have no idea where one of those losses came from. I must have had a disconnection at some point, but I'm sure it wasn't during a battle. I don't know. So, you know, we're 12-2 effectively, but you know, whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. The most important thing is that we do sort of climb up the rankings a bit to get some better opponents. Okay, so we find someone else from Spain, Mateo Hola, again, from España, with a decent rating, with another Xerneas, but this one has 2 Pranksters and a Talonflame as well. Okay. I do have my Groudon, so his Kyogre isn't as threatening. I don't really want to lead with Groudon though. Maybe a lead Kangaskhan, Thunderous or Kangaskhan, Whimsicott. I think he'll go with Thunderous. So I kind of do want to lead with Groudon, but the problem is, if he leads with Kyogre, then that's just not good for us. So maybe Sylveon is like a middle ground. Sylveon's alright against Thunderous, but not Kangaskhan or Talonflame. I think we'll go Smeargle, Sylveon, Groudon, Rayquaza. This might seem a little bit strange. I'm leading quite slowly here. It might come to be that I just have to like sacrifice Smeargle on, you know, early on in this game to put myself into a better position. Maybe bring in the Groudon in, or bring in the Rayquaza in, depending on what we see in front of us. But we get Kangaskhan and Whimsicott, so that's not too bad. He might Parrot Punch himself, but he might not. I think he's kind of forced to well, I think he might fake out the Sylveon actually, and go for like a Safeguard. I think that would be a pretty safe move for him. There's nothing Smeargle can do to punish that. It'd be nice if like the Smeargle had Encore or something, you know, just for this turn. But no, we're just gonna double protect here. Just because I'm pretty confident he is gonna go for a fake out onto my Sylveon. Smeargle can't do anything, so to be effective next turn with like a Follow Me, we need to keep it around this turn. If he does Parrot Punch himself, then, you know, good for him. Smeargle will go down either way, unless I get an evasion boost, or a defense boost maybe. Yes, there is a safeguard. He might be power punching himself. No, he's double-edging Sylveon. He's not double-edging himself. That would be nice. So we do get a defense rise, which is nice. Evasion fell, but, you know, we get the defense rise, which is quite nice. Smeargle might survive a double edge now. So I'm just going to go for a Follow Me and a Hyper Voice. Maybe he's trying to Encore, you know, one of my Pokemon into Protect or something. No, he's just Tailwinding. We do see a double edge. And yeah, unless a critical hit, which we don't see, Smeargle survives, which is fantastic. Not much recoil damage because this Smeargle doesn't have much HP, but yeah, I'll definitely take that. Moody raises attack and lowers evasion again, so you know, everything's going to be hitting this Smeargle, but I really don't mind this too much. I'm just going to go straight for another Follow Me and Hyper Voice. He's probably bound to switch his Kangaskhan out here because he knows otherwise it will be getting knocked out. Or actually, he could go for a Moonblast on the Smeargle, but I do think a Sylveon should be able to survive a double edge. And if he does do that, then both of his Pokemon will be going down. But he does withdraw the Kangaskhan. Okay, so there's no Protect on there. Maybe he's not going for... Or maybe he is going for a Moonblast, I don't know. But he's giving my Hyper Voice a Fairy or a boost here, so I don't mind that too much. This is going to do, you know, a good, reasonable chunk to the Xerneas. And he doesn't even knock... Okay, I'll definitely take that. He doesn't knock me out. Maybe this Whimsicott's one of them that doesn't have... yeah, it's a lot of damage. Maybe it's one of them Whimsicott that doesn't have any attacking moves. But, you know, really, it would have been nice to keep the... okay, we got speed. A speed there. We haven't had any accuracy drops, have we? He is in Tailwind, though, still. I'm expecting Kangaskhan to come back in. Oh, no, it's Kyogre. Okay. Well, I'll take that. I will definitely take that. Because, like, I can Wide Guard. If I Wide Guard and he Scalds and Moonblasts my Sylveon, that wouldn't be too good. Like, I'm thinking he's probably going to Geomancy here as well. But that Xerneas might even be in range of Extreme Speed at this point. I am going to Wide Guard, though, just because, like, I think there's a good chance he will go for his spread attacks, or, you know, at least an Origin Pulse or a Water Spout here. But I think there's more chance that, like, I think there's a decent chance that I will survive, like, a Scald and Moonblast. Although that could be a little bit sketchy, but actually he just disconnects on us. So, like, honestly, I think I was in a decent position to win that game. But, you know, we'll do another one then, seeing as that was a disconnection very quickly. And, there we go. And let's try and get a full game. I think I was in a good position there. I think, like, I don't know if that was, like, it wasn't us disconnecting. I don't know if it was him just sort of, you know, quitting or whatever, thinking that he was in a, you know, that he couldn't be bothered with the rest of the game or whatever. Or if it just was his internet. But I think I was in a decent position there. If he did go for, like, you know, ideal situation there, he went for, like, a Water Spout and a Geomancy. I think that was probably his most likely play. I would have, like, obviously blocked the Water Spout. The Hyper Voice would have done about just over 25% to his Xerneas, because we did see it did, you know, just over half without the Geomancy boost. And so, the next turn, you know, it would have definitely been in Extreme Speed range at that point. We would have done a nice chunk of damage to the Kyogre as well. We did have Rayquaza in the back. Maybe his Kangaskhan could have been a little bit of an issue, but I think we were in a good position there. So I'm pretty confident that we would have won that game. But you know, this Pokemon, I might not have. So you know, whatever. But I don't know. If we can't find an opponent here, maybe we'll just sort of end the episode. Maybe I can. I don't know. There's not really anything else I can do to entertain you for a little bit, is there? But no, we find Bangfish, Speed Boost from United States. Well, what a name that is, Bangfish. That's definitely a name. Okay, and we get double primals, but this one has a Venusaur. So I'm expecting, you know, Chlorophyll abusing Venusaur, not Mega Venusaur. He has got the Mega Kangaskhan there as well. Slowbro. Slowbro. Maybe you could do something in this game. Maybe. Maybe. But, I don't know, the Kyogre is always going to be a little bit of an issue for us. I am actually going to go with Sylveon and Rayquaza. I'm going to take Groudon in the back. And either Smeargle or Slowbro. I don't know. Like, I want to take Slowbro because I haven't used it for a little while, but my head is sort of saying Smeargle. Just because it's hard to go wrong with Smeargle, isn't it? But you know what? Let's just have a bit of fun. Let's put Slowbro out and let's see if this costs us the game. You never know. I mean, you know, okay, so it can Ice Beam the Venusaur, but it is threatened by like a Giga Drain or a Leaf Storm or whatever from it itself. With the Airlock or Strong Winds, we can knock out his Groudon. We can, you know, Scald the Talonflame as well. But the Weaviles may be a bit of a problem for the team. But, this is tricky. This is a bit tricky, actually. I mean, I'm tempted to just go for the attacks, actually. But Rayquaza is very useful in this game. But I'm thinking that he might actually just go for a fake out on the Sylveon. You know, expecting my Rayquaza to protect. So, like Slowbro doesn't really want to come in because the next turn it doesn't want to take a knockoff. I'm gonna Hyper Voice here and Mega Evolve and just protect. I think this is such a readable play. He could have Faint as well. I mean, I think there's a good chance he is going to go for the fake out onto my Sylveon. And we see a fake out onto the Sylveon. And the Tailwind. Okay, yeah, I sort of anticipated that. Yeah. No, I should have just, you know, just gone for it. I really did want to just go for it there. I could see that play coming, and I didn't do anything to stop it. I'm hoping he isn't going to go for a Quick Guard now, because like I can still Quick Attack and Extreme Speed. I mean, this is risky. I'm hoping he isn't going to Quick Guard here, but there's a very good chance he will. He doesn't. Okay, so bye-bye Weavile. This isn't going to knock Sylveon out. Brave Bird's into Rayquaza as well. I'll definitely take that. Yeah, that's a Weavile knocked out. That's good. I like Quick Attack. It's a nice little move. But, you know, like I said a couple of turns ago, or a turn ago, Rayquaza is very important in this game, and it's just a threat from a Brave Bird now. So we've had the first turn of Tailwind, this is the second turn of Tailwind. He can't stop me protecting here. I think what I'm going to do is go for a Hyper Voice and protect. Again, really obvious, but I think he's just going to Brave Bird into the Rayquaza and double edge the Sylveon. If Sylveon survives, then hurrah, I get a nice Hyper Voice off. If it doesn't, then I get a free switch into Slowbro, and Slowbro I think should be able to survive with its Citrus Berry, an attack from the Kangaskhan and maybe from the Sylveon as well. But actually, you're in Tailwind, and he's just going for a fake out, so I don't really agree with that. And the Brave Bird into the Rayquaza. Okay. So now I think he's just going to go for a Brave Bird into the Rayquaza. But I mean, Talonflame is in. Is it in Extreme Speed range? I mean, it's definitely in Helping Hand Extreme Speed range. I'm just going to Hyper Voice here and switch Slowbro in. The problem is my Rayquaza is in Sucker Punch range. That is the big problem. So Slowbro, I'm thinking, is going to take a Brave Bird here. Hopefully he'll Quick Guard, but actually you're in Tailwind and you're protecting now. So maybe he's expecting an Extreme Speed on his Kangaskhan? Yeah, okay. Well, Talonflame is taking, a nice chunk of damage from Hyper Voice here. He unnecessarily protected his Kangaskhan there. And not only that, he showed me he did have. He showed me he had Protect. Okay. Like, I don't really want a Trick Room here. Slowbro might survive a return or double edge with this Citrus Berry. Like, if it's a return, then maybe it will, but maybe not. I think Sylveon should survive a Hyper Voice. Sorry, I'm just gonna go for a Hyper Voice and a Scald in that really, really simple moves here. But I think I should get something from this. So, knowing sort of your calculations. If he's bringing in his Groudon here, then oh, it's Kyogre. So if like one of my Pokemon are getting an attack off, if he knocks out my Slowbro, if he does get knocked out, then I'm getting a nice Hyper Voice off. Otherwise, I'm getting a Water Rain boosted Scald off here. So this guy's played a little bit strange, I think, and it's Power Up Punch. So not only is he taking a Hyper Voice, he's taking a Rain boosted Scald as well. Like, hopefully this will actually knock his Kangaskhan out, because it would serve him right. Like, not being all hostile and offensive or anything, but it would show him that wasn't the best play, and I've taken advantage of it. I don't think this will knock him out, but if I burn him, then that would be fantastic. We don't, but he might be in Quick Attack range. I mean, he's definitely in Extreme Speed range. He might be in Quick Attack range, because like we're not intimidated or anything. Yeah, we're definitely not intimidated. Is it in Quick Attack range? I don't think it is, but I don't think he's got Sucker Punch, because he showed Fake Out and Protect and Power Up Punch. So I'm going to go for it and hope. I'm actually going to Trick Room here, just because that does sound really strange, actually, doesn't it? But oh, it does knock the Kangaskhan out. But I have got After You, and if he hasn't got Thunder, he has got Thunder. Okay, so I'm actually hoping that he knocks my Slowbro out here, but I think it won't. Oh, it does. Wow. Okay, so if I did get the Trick Room off there, then I would have been able to After You attack. So Rayquaza in Trick Room. He really wouldn't have anticipated it. I would have been able to After You, Dragon Ascent the Kyogre. I suppose he does have the Talonflame as well, so I could have Extreme Speeded that first, and then maybe I don't know. I would have still had the Sylveon, and we would have been okay, I think. But I'm going to put Rayquaza out, and I don't know. We haven't seen Quick Guard from his Talonflame, have we? But we're not in the rain anymore, so if I do Extreme Speed the Talonflame, because like I've got Groudon in the back, so I'm feeling okay against this Kyogre as long as I knock out this Talonflame. So I think, like any recoil damage from the Talonflame will knock it out as well. But I'm just thinking, do I protect? Like, I am going to Extreme Speed the Talonflame here, but I could protect the Sylveon maybe just in case he goes for a Quick Guard and like a Scald or a Hydro Pump or something on my Sylveon and knocks it out. I don't know. Even then, we wouldn't be in a too bad position. I think I will protect, though. I'll protect an extreme speed just because it guarantees I will have 2 Pokemon against his potential 2 Pokemon if he does Quick Guard. He doesn't Quick Guard, so even if he Ice Beams, I think we should be alright now. Yeah, even if we lose the Rayquaza, I think we should be alright. And he just Origin Pulses, okay, so... And whatever. Rayquaza would have gone down there, but the game's already won for us now. So, phew, I mean... We could have very easily lost this game. The guy, he got his Tailwind up and he just used Fake Out and he just used Protect. So, and like the guy's rating wasn't that low. Like I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what it was, but it was definitely over 1,500, wasn't it? So he has won games. So I don't know. Maybe this is like a newish play. Maybe he is, just getting used to VGC a little bit. But definitely lessons for him to learn there. And we capitalized. We took advantage. And sorry, bang fish. But we'll take that. We lost the first game through a speed tie, and at least we got some points back from that, I guess, and from the second game as well, which disconnect. But anyway, this is again quite a long episode, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope I haven't been banging on too long for you, bang fishing on too long for you. But yeah, thanks, and sorry for that. And like and share, please. Goodbye for now.